and it should be good. All right, let's do this shit, I guess. All right. I don't know what I'm doing, like I usually do. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, future selves. Fellow Ninja Russ and Jory here, otherwise known as Ninja Russ. I guess this would be considered any X amount of time into the past. I don't know. I'm just making up shit, but yeah. Welcome to the I guess the announcements, the greatest timeline to ever exist. Is about to occur before your hands, and I'm like I mentioned, I'm just spitballing here. I don't have anything planned outside of my notes. You guys see the notes here, but yeah, basically, uh, let's just say, I've been cooking stuff, as in not really. I was kind of like trying to figure out my whole life situations and stuff. I guess more so just trying to figure out how would you say um probably figure out my life as it is, probably what I want to do, what do I value, stuff like that. And I thought it's good as time as any to you know uh, I guess kind of a review the previous year. It hasn't been a full year yet since I started this whole streaming stuff, as well as just you know trying to have some fun with going a bit more online. Um, but yeah, I think I technically started it probably near my birthday, so probably near the latter end of August. Um, and yeah, I mean, here we are again, back at the nice, fun desk. I mean, a lot of stuff has actually happened. Even though I haven't really, I guess, what would you say, figured out all my or realized all my goals yet, I would say. But yeah, I am doing the stream, or this little special premiere, world premiere, if you will, the timeline premiere of the greatest Ninja Rust to exist. Um, and yeah, I mean, let's just go through it. So, yeah, for the past year, I've been feeling kind of how would you say it, lost, I guess, in terms of stuff in general. Trying to figure out really, for one, stuff with like finishing right out of college. I wanted to get like some computer science job or something like that. I quickly realized, yeah, it wasn't that simple, and yeah, I think I don't know. I felt like I had like a little bit of my subconscious kind of holding me back in a sense. I'm not entirely sure, but something kind of pulled me towards just not really committing too much in that regard. Um, and yeah, like for the most part, I don't even know why I'm wearing these. What is going on? Um, Let me regather the thoughts. Yeah. So, um, what was it? Why am I blanking? Yeah, so I mentioned like the past year I've just been kind of figuring out stuff. Like I mentioned with the jobs situation. At this point, I'm still working kind of the same job. Doing a little bit of the clickety clack. Doing a little bit of insurance stuff. But yeah, that was like one of the like bigger things that occurred during like this past year. As well as if you guys were here for any of like my previous streams, the very rare occasional Ninja Rust streams, you would have noticed that I was trying to do stuff with a little bit of I guess questionable things in terms of trying to get a job. I gave this one like company like a little, or not company, but like really, how would you say it? I guess really uh, lots of missing sources for that. I guess company. It was something with like tech tutors but that's besides the point. The main thing was that shit didn't pan out. But luckily, I made sure I made absolutely sure that I didn't like get myself into any weird stuff. So it seems like they left me alone. I just straight up ghosted them. I didn't bother. And the reason for that was um, I was it was sort of like a tutor type of thing, like a mentorship um, type of deal. And then they kind of said, oh, we'll try to look for what is it? Look for jobs for you in the area or something like that. But yeah, basically, I realized they weren't really doing that shit, and then I kind of how'd you say it? Drew the line once they asked me to what is it? Kind of do the marketing myself, and I was like, then why am I here still? So yeah, I kind of ditched that. I don't know if that would be considered an opportunity, but yeah. In terms of job prospects, I haven't been doing too much on that lately. That wasn't necessarily my focus for the most part, but that was kind of like a core thing that was kind of lingering in the back of my mind for the past year. What else? Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier and alluded to, I did start streaming. And for the most part, I actually really, I'm surprised. I actually really enjoy streaming. You know, I may be a little awkward at times, with my, lots of filler words and all that jazz. And, obviously sometimes I'll just feel like I'm doing some cringe stuff or doing like absolutely nothing. But for the most part, I actually really do enjoy kind of getting used to this, you know, strat of, keeping everything live. And I will allude to that later on in this, I guess, TED Talk. Like I said, is this kind of a message to myself, to everyone, to all the uh, future me's that will eventually watch this video again. But yeah, like for the most part, I've just been kind of like lost. I'm trying to remember some other things. So yeah, like for the past year, some other things have occurred. Like I said, I started streaming. It was pretty cool. I'm still probably gonna do it. I actually really enjoy it. But the thing that was lacking was the YouTube's actually working on content. And guys know me. If you've encountered me for a little bit of period of time, you'll know that I enjoy making up a plan and then just not really sticking to it after a couple weeks or months. So yeah, the YouTube didn't really pan out well, and that's mainly because a couple of things. For one, I mentioned before the whole job stuff that was a little bit worried about in the back of my head. Um, yeah, that was kind of like tugging at it, and then I'm trying to think, as well as just my I guess tendency to really be really fucking lazy, as in like just not I guess committing. I guess I don't know. I'll get into that in a bit, but yeah, basically, it's really tough to get the consistency going. Even though I kind of know kind of the whole lingo, to be honest. Not to be a little arrogant or anything, but I watch some Devin Nash. I watch some YouTube content making and follow stuff. But yeah, no, for the most part, all that is kind of pointless if I don't execute or apply what I've learned over the uh, years. So yeah, just double checking. We're good. Yeah, the mic's good. All right. Let me. I'm not. Better be streaming. Holy shit! Just double checking here. Okay. So, what else? I'm just listing the stuff that I've gone through this past year. So, like I mentioned with the YouTubes, I actually do have some streams saved, um, and I have edited some of the VODs there. I just haven't posted them because, for whatever reason, I just let's say it's a little bit perfectionism. Probably, I think it's more likely I just have some internal fear or something. I'm not sure what it is. I think I kind of hold myself to a little bit like larger standard or something. Even though I don't know, it'll be a common thread. I feel of me just contradicting myself in terms of actual execution of things. So yeah, I think that's kind of the related point to that. Um, but yeah, if like we take a look at my YouTube, I only posted like maybe 4 videos or something. I I didn't even post 4 videos. I just posted like a recent one on Yu-Gi-Oh earlier. To be honest, I didn't really edit it, but like it was just me testing out a little bit more. So um, I guess like if how would you say it? Just a little bit of different content, like doing gaming, I guess. And I still think there might be an avenue towards that, but I feel it may not be for me. Even though I love video games, oof, I love it. I love gaming. Everyone knows that. God, that's the thing is that yeah, if there's one thing I did a lot of this year, as for other years, I have consumed a lot of good shit, and I'm pretty glad on that. But also, it's I would say that I might have done it to an excessive extent too, where I kind of just neglect stuff in my life. So uh, yeah. Anyways, the other point I wanted to make was that I did actually attend more things than the previous years, or in terms of like social gatherings. Uh, and it made me realize that I definitely do need to go outside more. I actually do enjoy interacting with people. It's just yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit more introvert or something, but they drain. I think they just people describe as you get drained socially or something. Like you get your batteries drained or whatever. That's kind of me. Uh, and I have no problem running my mouth and just going on fun tangents and all that. But yeah, it doesn't last forever in terms of this in a social setting. But yeah, let me take a quick break here. Just gonna read through my notes. I realize I was nerfed, so I finally have my glasses on. So yeah, the common trends I've kind of noticed from the past year um, are just kind of like a lot of my shortcomings for the most part. So, uh, one of those things, probably the biggest thing I feel could be just I guess, the idea of being, I guess, secured to the bare minimum. I'm not sure how to describe it, but I guess the best way to put it hmm, would be like, just getting like a C on a test, um, and just getting away with that. And I kind of applied that concept to pretty much everything in my life, which is not good for a lot of things. That's like a common thread I've noticed. Um, what other things I've noticed? Let me take a look. Yeah, so I think I'll get into this more, but another issue that I have is kind of this idea of commitment, or not per se commitment, but like conviction. I think that's a better word. In that maybe I just don't know what I want. And that was the thing that I was struggling with for like the past year. Because if you guys didn't know, I did do a little bit of programming. And originally, I did the programming uh, to make video games. Say if you take a look at my like Roblox account, I made like a fun Japanese roleplay group and all that, and those were some enjoyable years. But the thing was, I didn't really successfully like pan it all out in a sense. I didn't really make what I wanted, which was like a really nice fun game, and that's evolved over time for the most part, and it kind of carried over to university a little bit, trying to make I think, what was it, like a World Trigger game, I believe it was. It's been a while now. F's in the chat if or in the comments, I guess, if you guys know what Project Horizon was. But yeah, for the most part, I think my lack of conviction or something was kind of like a key factor in that. Obviously, consistency is also a big point of it, but I felt that um, even though I had some sort of passion, I didn't have that thing to push me over the edge, and I'm not entirely sure what it was. And like I mentioned before, it's something like resolve, conviction, something around those lines, and I'm not entirely sure. Uh, Best solution for it, but I think I've gotten kind of a gist, and that's kind of the strat with the stream is that I kind of figured how I kind of want to do things. But this is kind of a way for me to hold myself accountable. I think that's the main thing, and also I guess spread it out there. If this doesn't pan out or whatever, if in the next year everything just goes completely wrong, I think at least at the very least I'll have this as a capsule. As well as I guess a good record of what my I guess what I've learned over the past year. So let me think. Uh, yeah, I realize I've been going a little all over the place with my notes, even though I quite literally put them in subsections where you can kind of like it's actually ordered. So, and I haven't even covered all the points, but that's what you get with the Ninja Russ here. I'm fine with being a little scuffed, but as long as I get I guess creative thought, the emotion, the purity. I don't know what to call it. The overall message across. I think that's all that really matters. Uh, so yeah, going back into like the review of the past year. Just to like quickly run through. Yeah, I streamed a little, somewhat pretty consistently. It's just I wasn't streaming on my channel. I was actually streaming with my friend Paul on the I guess in the now Weeb Closet, and that has been a wild ride for the most part. And we're still we're cooking stuff now, and everything's going a little really wild. And what else? I think I guess the other thing I wanted to I forgot to mention was that I think I think my initial issue might have been that when I first started the my first video in last year, I just didn't really know what I wanted. I had semblances of what I wanted, but I just didn't have like a good solid just one in one all goal. Um, I mean YouTube, is a iterative platform, if you will, of trying to test out the waters and everything. But I think I work better if I just have like a singular kind of overall broad scope of things. I just need to get like shove into my head, get into my subconscious. I think that's like the main thing I just wanted to note from what I've noticed from the past year. But yeah, as I was saying with the my like biggest problems, it's probably that I'm just not consistent. You know, I am a little bit lazy, but I still get stuff done somewhat. At least the bare minimum. The main issue would be that I mentioned before. I can plan well, but then I just don't execute that plan. It's like Mega Man Battle Network where you have your chipset, you log that in, and then it jams or something, and you just don't activate your actions. So that's like one of my biggest problems. Another thing that I guess is more of a symptom is that I just haven't been taking care of myself, in general, and like things around me, like my room. My room's kind of a mess. The issue is, I'll be honest, I don't see it as a mess. Like I'm not sure if that's just me being super, super. I guess not minimalistic, but doing the bare minimum that I just kind of accept. My room being this way. But yeah, the I think my issue is that I just don't recognize these things as um a problem, I guess, until it becomes one, and I need to change that. That's another like it's a big thing that it's a symptom, like I mentioned. I feel like it's a symptom of my other issues, for the most part. But yeah, it's let's say I think my hand here is probably a good indicator of everything. I have a if you guys don't know, I have a eczema, just a uncurable skin condition. And it's just been reoccurring lately. Maybe it's a sign or something. Who knows? But uh, yeah, it's been gotten a lot more annoying this past couple months lately. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me like chilling out with some, like the dust mites out there or something. That might be it. But yeah, let me take a quick break here. Gotta make sure I'm hydrated. It's kind of hot actually, 80 degrees or something. I'm assuming it's like 80 or something now. It's kind of cooled off. Yeah, getting back into it. The another issue I have is just I keep at this point it's my character trait and it shouldn't be is the my tendency to just overthink. Uh, you know I think initially I thought of it as kind of like a joke somewhat. It's like half truth. I did kind of overthink back then, but not to the extent I'm doing now. The stuff I'm doing now, it's kind of held me back in some ways, and I think me thinking that it's overthinking is in itself overthinking because I realize what kind of the overarching issue is, and that is just, I guess, fear maybe. I'm not sure entirely what. It's probably a failure combination of that, and I'm not sure, but the I think the main thing is that idea or whatever that there's some conscious thought in my mind that I don't really actively think about, but I'll notice that I'll just not do certain things because of that. Maybe I'm just how do I like to say overthink it, but it's kind of like a passive debuff, just clawing away at my my decision making, and I need to work on that. I keep saying I need to work on that. I need to work on all these things. That's the main thing. And then some other things I noticed with my issues would be that I'm just super reactive. I'm not a proactive person. Kind of let things flow. Good in some aspects, but for the most part, if I want to get something done, or trying to attain my goals or dreams, yeah, it's not working out. And then, yeah, I mentioned before with my issue with kind of resolve or conviction. I think I just kind of lost sight of what I really kind of want to do. I'm not sure. There seems to be a semblance in which I feel I have a general direction of where to go, or like what to do, and then I know it's kind of like I kind of guess this is kind of where I go, but then I notice that it it's not so clear that I just to get to that path. And like I mentioned, I have execution problems, so I just lose sight of the dream, I guess, and I think that's like the main thing. And this is a quick, like, I guess, tangent or whatever, but yeah, that might be an inherent part of me or something. In that, as cheesy as the name goes, Ninja Russ. I mean, middle school me got some real good strats in terms of SEO, marketing. Uh, but like to be like a bit more serious on that, I think there's some sort of like, I guess, connection to kind of maintaining this sense of self or something from my past me's, and I think my username is kind of reflection of that somewhat, in that I don't want to abandon certain principles, I guess, in that regard. Even though that, I could easily rebrand if I wanted to. I'm just a literal nobody at the moment on the internet. But I don't know, something in my subconscious, if you will, kind of makes me stick to it, And I don't know. That was like just a quick tangent, but I don't know. It's something I guess neat about the everything kind of falling into place in that regard. Um, but yeah, as I was saying with the my issues, I think the thing that kind of I guess connects. It doesn't really connect, but it is related to all of the my previous issues I mentioned before. It's just I don't really like keep the habits that I try to fix or remove or whatever. I think it just goes back to the execution issue, and that I will make out a plan and then execute that plan, and then it just deteriorate. Wow, am I having trouble pronouncing deteriorate? Oh my lord! All right, hold on. Define deteriorate. Why am I having trouble? This is a world first. Hold on. Deteriorate. Well, why is she saying it like that? Am I losing it? Deteriorate? Bro, that's not how you pronounce it. I don't know what she's saying. Deteriorate. Okay, fuck it. It's stuff has been weakening for the I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm getting stomached by the word deteriorate. I can't even pronounce it anymore. I've been my mind's broken, I guess. But yeah, I guess a better word would be that um I let things just kind of what is it? Let decay rather, and then on top of it, I kind of just end up self sabotaging. I just kind of not really care, I guess. And yeah, I think those overall are my overarching issues. I think the main things I think I need to 100% tackle is just not have to overthink so much. Just you know, uh, what is it? Be more consistent, or not per se consistent, but I need to be really clear, I guess, with my ideals or like goals, and just always remind myself to keep to it. I think that was the issue I was having, is that like I mentioned earlier, being a little bit lost. It's kind of hard to make sure you're always on the path that you want to go to. So yeah. In terms of what I'm gonna do about all this shit now, this is the fun part. I'm writing a book. Okay, there you go. That's that's the main thing. So yeah, I've kind of centered everything, or I kind of pinpointed kind of the kind of the initial desire of what I want, and I think it's something around the lines of telling like a really fun and cool story, I guess. And I've been doing a lot of thinking on why that is. I think earliest traces could be, obviously video games I played back then, like Pokemon, Silver, Mega Man Battle Network, uh, maybe even some mobile games like Infinity Blade. But yeah, I don't know. There's something that makes me like pull towards that. And then I noticed that more when I was thinking about what I did during middle school, and I was like, for some reason, I was like super into or interested in Greek mythology. Like that shit was like the coolest stuff in the world. Even though back then I didn't know any of like the how would you say, sus stuff, like all the sick stuff that Zeus does in his stories. But yeah, like the idea of like the mythos in it, obviously like all the Greek god stories, and then also just the main like legendary heroes and warriors. That stuff like really fascinated me back then. And I guess that ended make me end up like read a little bit of Percy Jackson and stuff like that. And uh, I I I see this more apparent now more than ever because as, as sad as it to say, I'm a fucking weeb. I'm a weeboo. I watch too much anime at this point that yeah, I'm on that classification. I'm part of the weeb closet. Ninja Russ is 100% certified weeb. Even though I haven't watched Cowboy Bebop or any of like some other classics that feel like a must watch. Uh, but yeah, related to that is the idea of the stuff that I've been watching through anime is a lot of like the really thematic stories. And if you look at my anime list, kind of the top stuff is the stuff that really has more of a lasting impact in terms of um, just imparting some sort of human drive or emotion uh, into me, and I think that's what really inspired me more. And then like I mentioned, related to that, in that yeah, I also play the games. Really, um, some like my favorite games of all time. I realize are also made by Japanese studios, and they seem to have a kind of trend of telling like really big, large scale stories, but still adhering to some um, human thought. I don't know, like human theming. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's more made more apparent, and that like my favorite games are like Persona 4 Golden and like Dark Souls 3. So um, yeah, so I noticed all these trends, and going back to how I was saying that I was working on like making a video game. I think when I was working on like the programming side, I was more invested in sort of the design element, and then more so kind of theming everything um, to some overall idea, right? Uh, I mean, back then with like Roblox, I think my initial thing was like fighting games, like if you know, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 by Fryaza. That's the greatest game of all time. Um, but like after that, like initial area of me just having too much only fun. Uh, I mean, I still had fun, but the main thing was that I then tried making the group Fumashi, and I think there was some inherent thing that I really enjoyed about that, but like I mentioned before, the issue was I just didn't commit too hard to that idea. But it was related in that I think Fumishi is something similar to Stream in that I kind of want to tell a story live, and that it's like a growing narrative, I guess. Um, and yeah, like I mentioned, all these just lead to the idea of telling like a great story, and I kind of centered around like, oh, maybe I'll try a visual novel. I realize visual novels are actually kind of time consuming, if you will. Um, and I've centered around that I should just write a book at this point. Try to write a fantasy novel. Uh, and yeah, that's how came to that conclusion. Issue is I don't know how to fucking write a book. I know English. I guess I got that going for me. I'm kind of well literate, well versed in the arts of wordplay, maybe. Uh, but I don't know how I'm gonna go about this. I'm watching all the Brandon Sanderson and all like novel tips, book tips on YouTube. I don't know how I'm gonna go about this. I'll figure it out. That's the play. Uh, but yeah, this is going to be like my true attempt to actually try to write a novel. I think this idea kind of came to me probably like during March earlier this year. Maybe I think that's probably it. Um, Maybe even a little bit earlier, but yeah, I don't know. Something's intimidating when you know that you're gonna have to write words on a paper and try to make them cohesive. And to be honest with you guys, I don't even read books. I don't even read books. I read manga. I watch anime. Does that count? I guess. And that kind of leads into, like, when I mentioned the trends, the overall trends in my life. The neat thing is, even though I kind of wasted my time in the sense of that I didn't really socialize during, like, university. I think that's, like, the key point. I did enjoy a lot of stories. I watched some good ass anime. We ignore Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super had some good key points, but 125 episodes, that's a bit much. But for the most part, I've accumulated I guess a wide variety of stories in my mind. Kind of figured what stuff I kind of like and what doesn't really work. I feel, and I think that will come into play trying to write this book or whatever. And yeah. So what am I gonna do? I'm going to be streaming this whole journey. Insofar as I'll probably stream like once a week. Future Ninja Russ, you better fucking do it. All right, you better actually do it, because God, I said this last time in my my initial stream as well. Oh, I'm gonna go do 2 videos 2 weeks, guys. I'm gonna do it now. This is my my promise, my my character arc. This is the novel arc, and this is gonna be my true attempt at it. And we'll see how it pans out. Like I said, it's gonna be, it is what it is. Whatever happens in a year from now, but main thing is I need to do and actually try and not get distracted by random bullshit, and actually do what I say I'm gonna do. I think that's like the main point. And I don't technically need this like notes to just say that. I just gotta do what I gotta do. That's like the main thing. In terms of specifics, I don't know. I think I'll probably bring back the early Saturday streams. I think that will probably be how I'll go about this. Yeah, and I mean, I'll figure it out as I go. I think I put a little bit of random specifics here, but yeah, that'll be the main target goal. 1 year from now, gotta get it written. It may not be best or good, or it could be dog shit for all I know. As long as I get it there on the paper and it seems something I can at least somewhat accept, I'm not sure how, whatever, maybe I'll get like lost or whatever, but I gotta get it on paper to get something out. So yeah, this is my like I said, my promise to everyone, as well as to all my future me's. Like they better listen. Past Ninja Russ, he's a little bit of bozo, but he's got a point, and I do too. And then, like I said, I trust you guys. I trust all the other Ninja Russies out there to actually commit and make it a reality. Or if not, you don't deserve the title of Ninja Russell. You just don't. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm talking to myself at this point with the schizo shit, but yeah, the main thing is get it done. However, novel 1 year. There you go. Maybe not exactly 1 year, but yes, basically a year. And I'm already backpedaling, I guess. Whatever. In terms of other things, other goals, I am still. I think I watched through my old vid. That initial what am I streaming type of thing. I still agree with all the points I made back then. I think I'm pivoting a little, but for the most part, still gonna do YouTube. There's something about YouTube. Maybe I've been brainwashed or something. All the YouTubers I watch, but now I just want to make something. Some channel, but I don't even know what it is. But maybe this writing thing will pan out. Who knows? But yeah, I'm still gonna do YouTube. This time, start fresh. Stop overthinking. I don't need no fancy editing, no fancy content, fancy smancy, whatever. I just need to get it done. Consistent, I guess, but mainly like I actually need to really have fun with it. I think that's the main thing. In terms of other things, I mentioned probably in my previous streams or whatever that I want to be more social, and I did get a semblance of that, a bit from like Fanime and some other social gatherings I've attended. But I need to do more. I need to be out there making the events. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to go about it. Like a little insider knowledge here. I tried going to the local Barnes and Noble and was going to go to manga club. I didn't end up going. I just sat there reading some manga and left. I ditched. I was like, I don't want to interact with these randoms, bro. So yeah, I need to be more outgoing. I think that's probably the another like benefit to YouTube is I feel that it probably will eventually lead me to try to be more outgoing, try to actually collaborate with other people or whatnot and talk to, and, I still will have the streams, like I said, probably stream once a week, who knows? But, I get to interact with other people, so that's pretty cool. I did write some specifics here, write a novel in 1 year, and then I went hog crazy with the Gurren Lagann goals, 10K sub, 24 videos, get that done in 1 year. We'll see. It doesn't really matter. The only key thing is I'm getting this out here and trust my future selves to figure it out, That's like the main thing. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like that's my message. My final message to every single Ninja Russ multiverse version of me out there. Just have fun with it. Really, that's the main thing. Just have fun with it, but also like just keep true to yourself and get it done. Make the dreams come true. As a little small small quote from my one of my favorite anime of all time. Just reach out, point up, pierce the heavens. You know, just get everything out there. I think that's the main thing, and what better way to celebrate everything with my man Walpole. He achieved everything he wanted in his life. He's got the money. He's got like Miss Universe or something in his pocket. Now I just gotta be King Walpole. That's the moral of the stream. I baited you all. This is actually a One Piece advertisement, guys. Go read One Piece. You haven't read One Piece? What are you doing? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been ranting. I'm not even sure how long. Maybe like an hour. Who knows? But yeah, let's get back into streaming, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm writing a book. Yes, sir. Easy money. Okay. Nobody. Yo, yo, yo. I'm back, guys. Wow. I'm back from my schizo rant. I'm talking to myself in the void. That's pretty neat. And yeah, welcome to the stream, Looks. Pretty neat that you saw my live rant to myself. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I figure it out. Gotta write a book. Gonna do some fun things. I think that's mainly it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about any of this. Who knows? All I know is something's got to be done. Something's got to be done. But yeah, I don't know. Time to figure out what I'm gonna do this small short stream. I'll probably end stream soon, anyways. I typically just make all the YouTube videos live at this point. At least that's the idea, so I can make everything like more present for the most part. Let me see. It seems like the notifications work on my own Discord, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, let me see. I think the main thing I could be doing right now. What was the number one thing I could do? Maybe react stream. Maybe just chill out and lose more brain cells by watching like some like red pill political stuff. I think the strategy would be, I think, maybe a content brainstorm for what I'm gonna be doing for the next like year or something in terms of actual fun stuff. Because I actually wrote a little bit of a what is it? I guess a list of content, but like realistically, I did the same exact thing last year and I didn't really follow through. So take it with a grain of salt. But I think the main thing is I'm gonna need to make videos more oriented to just what's fun to me. Try to like make whatever's fun to me and make it as cool as possible. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I don't know. Cause I'm realizing the stuff I wrote here, which is like make like song analyses and then like gushing about characters. I realize that it's mainly just guys. This is what I like, and here's why. I think that's kind of the idea. I'm not sure how well that's gonna turn out, but I guess I should just try that shit or something. Turns out other things I listed on here, it was just critiques, but that's fucking boring. That's actually like how would you say it? Not that useful, I guess. But yeah, I just put I don't know stuff I will be amazed to look back on. Wow, good job, me. Very descriptive of you to uh, figure out the future content. That's great, man. Realistically, even though I had this idea of like writing a novel since maybe like March or something, or a lot bit earlier this year, I kind of got what is it? A little bit inspired by a recent video I watched. It's by a guy by the name of like Preston Goes, and he also had like a 1 year like YouTube journey right here, and he just like made a video 1 year ago, was like, yeah, I'm doing YouTube, and then 1 year later he's still going, and he's grown pretty well now. And that's not to say that this will work 100% or anything like that, but it is a little bit inspiring in that I think there's some sort of idea that if you just put the stuff out there and then just stick to it, as in keeping yourself reminded to do the thing that you want to do. I think that's the key point to it. And as you can see here, like this guy made a couple of videos within like the whole year. He's put in so much effort, and then now he's like popping off. So I don't know. I just literally found him randomly on my recommendations, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, like we'll see. We'll see how that goes. For the most part, I'm just all talk. I just gotta actually get everything all locked down and actually make it into reality. I think that's the main case. Let me see. Man, low key, I just kind of want to watch anime right now, but I think I could be doing something else, but I'm not sure. What's the most? I'd be playing Yu-Gi-Oh right now, but like they still haven't released the stupid ninja cards I wanted. I want the new ninja cards, and they will never give it to me, so it's pissing me off. It's actually so annoying. Actually, so terrible. Uh, but let me see. I guess I don't know. I think I'll save the book stuff, the actual initial stream of like what I'm actually gonna write about, probably for Saturday. I'll figure it out. Who knows? Well, this is a learning process. I'll figure stuff as I go. That's like kind of the main thing. Also, was the pin even here the whole time? I don't even know. Man, the fucking pin's useless as fuck, bro. Did the pin just disappear? So that's why. If anyone showed up, they just kind of thought I was just being a schizo for the whole time, which I kind of was. But like, I wrote on there, guys, I'm gonna be ranting. I'll read chat in a bit, So I don't know. Who knows how that panned out? But it's mainly for a YouTube video, anyways. So I'm not too worried. But yeah, that's a little awkward. I guess. I think we can. Maybe. I got it. I got an idea. A funny idea. What if I work on the thumbnail right now? The 30-minute thumbnail. Let's see it. Speedrun? Maybe speedrun. Who knows? What's my inspiration? I need an idea for the thumbnail. I'm writing a book, so maybe a book, possibly. Let me see. I need something cool. Cool. Maybe I just maybe I just I go all in, I just go all in, I commit to the bit. Maybe that's the play. I commit to. Why did I call it a bit? This is real. The King Wapple is the greatest character in all of anime, I dare say. Wait, let's see. Let's see if I can attempt to make a thumbnail right now. I'm kind of a gamer. Absolute crazy warlord. Creative. Huh? Oh, there we go. And then we just move that down. Boom, 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 boom. Easy money. That's how we do it down here. Okay. So we're gonna try to make a thumbnail. We're gonna make the thumbnail for this specific video because I don't know what else to do, and I kind of want to just get this out there. Is there a fucking bug in my room or something? Maybe I'm actually going schizo. Maybe, the more I say it, the more it becomes real. I think that's the strategy. But yeah, let me pull up the paint.net. I'm a paint.net enjoyer, guys. You should just try that out. Photoshop, what is that? I think I tried to learn Photoshop and I was like, it's alright, but I really like just the simplicity of a paint.net. Oh, this is not a good idea. I should just do this. Yikes. You guys like my thumbnail design? I'm a pro at this. 100%. This was just a rough idea of, I was gonna take an actual picture here, but I was just kind of filling in, I guess blocking, if you will. Storyboarding. That's the term, right? Maybe I just use this. Delete. And then we'll just make a new thing. So what's the visual motif? I need to figure out a visual motif. How am I gonna figure this out? Do we do a pen strats? No. I'm thinking we get the book. We got maybe like, I think we get out my journal. That's probably a good visual. Yikes, I need to put this back in my bag or something. It's collecting dust. We could just do this, maybe? Do a little bit of a Wee woo, wee woo. What's the strategy here? Maybe we take a screenshot like this. No, I'm trying to think. What's the what I'm gonna go with? What's the strategy for this thumbnail that is kind of irrelevant and I shouldn't be dwelling on at all? Maybe we go with the you know, go with the funny strat. You know, we put King Wapple. Hmm. Mm. Uh. Yeah. I'm super original. I am a pro at content creation. Let me. Is there a better? You know, what I like doing is just looking through my the stuff I've watched. You know, specifically the anime, and just think of like scenes I kind of enjoyed, and just kind of like go from there. That's kind of the strat I employ or implement. That's weird. English is a weird language. I hate it. What we can do. I guess if I were to put myself here, it would be the implication I'm getting arrested. That's a little sus. Maybe we do a little bit of a successful King Wapple. That might be the strat. I'm not sure. We can do Yu-Gi-Oh, but what's more? We do a Death Note strat. Maybe I'm sure there's like Death Note scenes, right? I'm sure there's like Death Note art. You know, I'm sure there's like something with like him in his journal. Him maybe like just raising his pen or something. Oh, they're just raising like blades here. Uh, hmm. What's the strategy? You know, I feel like if I were to imply that novel I'm writing is Death Note or something similar, it would be a little sus. Hmm. None of these are really. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is not the visual motif I want to go with. Uh, and yeah, L's kind of a El Bozo, so I'm not sure if that's the strategy. I mean, I guess I'm a One Piece simp at this point. Maybe I just do One Piece. The solution to everything is just to use One Piece and just take relate everything to the One Piece. That's the strategy. Uh, I'm not sure if there's any other anime that have a good scene with like a book. So maybe, yeah, I guess maybe I just do a Gurren Lagann. Like I could be a little cheesy. We can do the Simone Strat, or I can try to figure something out. I think for the thumbnail we just go with. What am I trying to convey? All right, I'm trying to convey I'm gonna write a novel in 1 year. Yeah, and that's kind of the main gist. So we're gonna have to maybe number one. Number one. No, that might not be the strat. Hmm. You know, I think maybe we do utilize the Gurren Lagann strats. You know, there's like an image I use in my on my phone. Where is he? Where is my boy? My man Simone. I mean, this would be cool, but wallpaper. Yeah, this one. Maybe we do this kind of strat. You know, I look a little bit look edgy. Maybe we do the jacket strat. I think that's the play. I don't really have like a shirt. Do I do this now? I think we do this now. I'm not sure. Trying to think. I think we'll use we'll save this for now. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, you can do Wapple. Why am I so invested in trying to make Wapple part of this thumbnail? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I just go a side by side type of thing. Maybe that's the strategy. Trying to think of another avenue, another aspect I can go with. I like how I mark. Okay, that's part one. I don't know what I'm doing. Where's? I'm trying to think of another strategy here. Okay, I'm actually going insane. There must be a bug here, or am I actually losing it? Losing my sanity live. Maybe it's the carpool or something. What's going on? My I feel like something's touching my skin. It's pissing me off, and I'm not sure what it is. Okay, enough of that. Is there any No, not really. I don't think that's a good conveyance. I think we stick to some Gurren Lagann. I think that's a strategy. But the issue is, how do I go about this, you know? Like, sure, I can pose like this, but then what would I put in the background, you know? I mean, we could use my previous thumbnail, but that's kind of dog shit. Maybe level up. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna take a look at the closet, you know, the weeb closet, if you will. And we'll take out some things. I think the strategy here would be to get a shirt or something. I think we would go with the old classic, nice black jacket like I usually use. I think that's a good one. And then I mean, I don't need a full body, so I think the strategy be maybe I don't need a shirt. Maybe we do the old closed jacket strat. That might be the play, you know. I'm gonna regret this. I shouldn't even be. You know, will this? I realize this is a very terrible. Okay, I can still use my phone. That would work. Let's figure this out. I'm already spending too much time on figuring out the logistics of making this thumbnail instead of actually making the thumbnail. Isn't that wonderful? But hey, I hear 90% is just all about creativity and putting in the effort for that. So, I think what I'll do this. Eat. We're gonna take the cringe shots, you know? That's the play anyways. I realize I don't even have a good background. I don't have like a nice how would you say, a nice green screen or any of that baloney. So maybe, yeah, you know, I didn't really think of the logistics here. I think I should just save all of this thumbnail work for next tomorrow. Think my brain's a little rattled that I can't even think straight to actually the logistics of working on a thumbnail. I didn't really think things through. So ignore the past 15 minutes, I guess, because you know, it's just me having an episode, I guess. Did this always have 338 views? Okay, I don't know. I was like, my Noel guy kind of got some views. I was kind of, it was a little bit weird. Okay. Uh, maybe we do live rebranding or branding. I don't know. I'm winging. I'm winging it. I feel like this is an overplayed joke, but I think it's real now at this point. How are we gonna do this? Okay, okay, okay. I think the strategy here would be to do the most wild stuff in the world. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hmm. I think I will go with the Gurren Lagann strat though. I'm trying to yeah, that's kind of the only way to do it, huh? At least in terms of my branding and what I like. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I go with the King Wapple strat though, you know. Go a little bit little homeless strat. That could be a good way to make the thumbnail though. But maybe I could save that for a different video. I already know what I'm gonna use if I ever do actually write this novel completely. I'm gonna use the King Wapple. I'm successful. I just kind of accidentally made something strat. You know. Hmm. Let's see. I'm not sure. What is my recommendations? You know, quick rant. My recommendations are fucked. Absolutely ruined. I'm getting stuff about like hair loss when I'm not balding. I'm getting femboy tips when I'm not a femboy. I think I think YouTube's trying to push something on me, and I don't like it. It's trying to, it really is trying to lead me a certain way, and I can't let it control me. But I can't stop scrolling. You know, it's like it's a little annoying sometimes. For the most part, I think the YouTube algorithm is pretty cool, but yeah, there'll be times where I'm just like, come on, bro. Can you look the other way? Can you just ignore my what was the most sus thing I've searched so far? You know, I have a feeling I'm gonna start searching up some sus things while trying to write this book. Probably stuff like the logistics of hiding a body or something, or some really wacky stuff that would get me on an FBI watch list. Who knows? How to make a Molotov cocktail, like stuff like that. Yeah. As you guys can see here, I tried making a little bit of an outline. This is kind of really old at this point. I kind of did this out of like a random moment in time during, my guess is March or something, but I'm not sure. Earlier this year. And then I also have a list of ideas here as well. Stuff I kind of want to write. For the most part, the key points is that I just want to make something that, you know, that I can relate to personally, but then also is just super fun. I think that's like the main things, you know. I think initially I tried being a little deep or something, tried to be a little philosophical. In the end, I realized I can still kind of do that, but I don't need to necessarily focus on all that. I just need to be clear with what I kind of want to get across, I guess. But yeah, I think for a Saturday stream, it's going to be mainly trying to figure out themes, or I guess kind of the center, how'd you say it? Kind of the main ideas that I want to kind of portray. That might be the strat. I've done a little bit of, like I said, I've done a little bit of brainstorming over the past few months. Try to get I guess, better idea of what I want to write. For the most part, I'm realizing it's basically going to be a shonen, but I'm thinking I can mix it up, you know. Maybe we go into something like a seinen, you know, a little bit more mature story type of deal. Not sure, but I think the fact of the matter is I want to make something cool as fuck, you know. That's kind of the main thing. So, um, and yeah, I kind of have a basis for I want to implement a magic system because it's a fantasy world, but I think I've gotten a lot more better in what I want to like implement. So yeah, I'll get into this at some point soon. But yeah, I'm still cooking. I'm still cooking on those on that. And, you know, who knows? We'll have to figure something out. uh, I realize that I have the desktops still shown, so I'm having a ADHD right now, brain, where I'm just scrolling and taking a look at random shit. Uh, quick, quick. Where's the random funny? I need a funny right now. Where is it? Where is he? Huh? What? Bro. Yeah, man. It's me. It's me right now. Yeah. Yeah, well said. I need to get off the stage. I need to get off quick before they start booing me out. Let me see. Do I have anything else I want to say? Any lasting thoughts? Not sure. Just W L. Not sure. Basically, you know, if I do enough random shit, it will come to me. It will come to me what I want to say. Uh, uh, I love anime, and I'm making my own story, and maybe make it into an anime slash game. Who knows? That's the goal, the dream, to make, and we'll see how that goes. Anyways, yeah, I think this is a good time to end stream. I'm gonna be editing the video a little bit for the most part. Keep it raw, keep it fresh, keep it clear, for the most part. But yeah, anyone randomly seeing this, you know, stopping by, appreciate it. You know, me ranting to myself, it's cool. But for the most part, you'll see the video on my YouTube channel, and hopefully, actual more videos coming soon, and me streaming more and actually posting that shit. Hopefully. Not hopefully. What's the opposite of hopefully, but actually doing it? True? True question mark? I don't know. But yeah. Gonna be Ninja Russ signing off. And yeah, I mean, what a fitting way to end the stream. You know, we got Hero playing. You know, I'm gonna let it play out before I end it off. All I gotta say is, like I mentioned before, I haven't read a single. Like, I've read books before. I read like Great Gatsby, I guess. What else? Of Mice and Men? Maybe some philosophy books. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna write a book. Who knows? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I have a brain, right? Surely. Surely it's just words on the paper. Easy money. I'll figure it out. That's kind of the way to go about it. I don't know. Declare it and just do it. I guess. I think that's the main way to go about. I'm now repeating myself. Okay, I need to go to sleep, I guess. But yeah, this is your boy Ninja Russ. All universe, the best timeline, Ninja Russ. Hopefully, signing off. See you guys in the next one, next stream, next video, whatever form of me. Goodbye. Later. gamers, weebs, uh, based W's. I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure some neat, funny audience take. I don't know.